Agents often applied a laser-like focus on school districts, highlighting their perceived quality when recommending places that house hunters should consider buying or avoid.
The best schools are in Jericho and Syosset area. But you know what? Legally, because I'm a real estate agent, they tell us not to talk about schools. Can you believe it?
I said, do you really want your future children going to Amityville School District?
I'm going to try and stay away from Freeport, Roosevelt, Hempstead for now because of the school district.
If you're in Massapequa, you only want School District 23.
Okay.
You don't want 6 in Massapequa because that takes in Amityville, and you're not going to like those schools.
Fair housing experts say touting or disparaging schools can put agents in jeopardy because talking about school districts can be taken as a euphemism for race.
There's a few districts that I know I would I won't look in those towns.
Oh, okay.
You know, like Freeport and Baldwin and Amityville, which is part of Massapequa schools, but it's just certain parts of Massapequa.
Well, hearing that she made a comment about preferring some school districts or saying there's certain school districts that she'd absolutely avoid, but not making those same comments to Calvin. I mean, in my mind, that's clearly wrong.
Ross declined comment. A lawyer for Ross at her present employer, Douglas Elliman, said Ross never referenced race and was merely speaking to her understanding of school ratings and wouldn't go near them because the tester wanted to be within 45 minutes from Manhattan.
If the customer asked about the quality of the schools and the agent responded with accurate information, I think the agent would be fine. The problem with talking about differentials in schools is that at least in the last 10 or 15 years, that has been a proxy for race. They don't mention the race of the community. Good schools are available in these areas. Those areas I'd stay away from because they have poor schools. I want to ask, did you tell that to the other tester? If you're only giving that information to one tester of the two and the only difference is their race, then you've provided what I call differential service.
Reza Amir Yavari and Margaret Petrelli did not respond to requests for comment. RE/MAX agent Joy Tuckson did not respond to requests for comment. RE/MAX LLC said in a statement, "We have spoken with the franchise owners whose agents were included in the inquiry and are confident they have taken this matter seriously and are committed to following the law and promoting levels of honesty, inclusivity, and professionalism in real estate." Hubbard said that he based his statements about communities on a website that purports to ascribe livability indexes, including crime statistics. Newsday discovered that the data behind the crime indexes was flawed.
Nassau County is divided into more small little pockets of municipalities and school districts than almost any other county in the country. And that definitely exacerbates the segregation that we see on Long Island. It increases the property values on one side of a boundary and decreases those on the other. So if you're the real estate agent who's selling on this side of the boundary, where the prices are probably really inflated, then you're making more money.
It says, "Welcome to Freeport, Baldwin Schools." That's Baldwin now, but it's Uniondale Schools. It's really a strange phenomenon on Long Island that these lines have been created.
Who this woman is?
They know me. Hi, how are you? It's an interesting, within blocks of each other, you can find that we have artificially created these school districts. I have no idea who drew them, but try to move them and you will have World War III.
There are 124 school districts on Long Island with 438,000 plus students. Each district has its own budget and resources. Next door, the New York City School District, which is one school district, has 1.1 million students. It's the largest school district in the country.
And the way we fund our schools, we are guaranteed inequity. So it's almost begging the question of, should we be rethinking how we drew our lines? Should we be rethinking equal resources for districts?
I feel like everybody knows that this is what needs to be done and nobody knows how to do it. Whether you're focused on the economic factors that you just can't sustain this many teeny tiny school districts with super high property taxes, or you're more concerned about the segregation of having all these teeny tiny school districts, or maybe both. There is such a powerful political push to keep the status quo.